Warsaw Uprising of 1944 stands as a defining chapter in Poland's history, a powerful symbol of resistance, sacrifice, and national identity. But as we reflect on its legacy, we're also confronted with pressing questions of historical justice and with echoes of that past reverberating in the present, most visibly in the war unfolding in Ukraine. Now, to explore both the enduring significance of the uprising and the current security landscape in our region, I'm joined by Rolf Nikel, former German ambassador to Poland. Sir, thank you so much for being with us here on TVP World with us this evening. All right,
Good evening from Berlin.
Let's start with the broader picture. I mean, what were the long-term consequences of the uprising for Polish-German relations? And I mean, how would you describe the state of those relations present day?
I think the relationship between our two countries is good. We have a very sound basis in the civil society cooperation, twinnings of cities, people working together on different things, youth exchange. So the relationship is fundamentally sound. Of course, we have to deal with the issues of the past. Of course, German occupation of Poland, destruction, a lot of suffering for people has been very important in this relationship from the beginning, and it is now. We feel, as Germans, we feel morally responsible for what happened during that time. And that is something that is important to our bilateral relationship. But the important thing today is, in my view, that we are facing together a huge challenge from the East. Russia is aggressing Ukraine, and Poland and Germany, together with the other Europeans and the Americans, have to stand together to address this challenge. This is ultra important.
All right, sir, but you did say right now, and before I get to that, as you know, our countries do share a common enemy, but you mentioned something there. You mentioned that, Germany has acknowledged moral responsibility. But my question then, in your view, why is there still strong resistance to any form of financial compensation if we delve straight into it?
Let's be realistic. The issue of reparations, including individual compensation, is legally closed. It has been legally closed for quite a while. That has not precluded Germany from addressing the issues in a number of humanitarian manners. We have, for example, after unification in 1991, we have had a first installment of payments of that nature, humanitarian gesture. Second one in the year 2000 with a compensation for forced workers. Again, Germany faced up to this responsibility. But this is a voluntary contribution. It's not based on a legal obligation. And that has to be kept in mind. To continue to try to extract reparations or individual compensations will not lead anywhere.
Well, let me ask you this, just a little bit of a provocative question. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Israel received around $1 billion from Germany in reparations after World War II. So why should Poland's case remain closed?
The case with Israel is also closed. This is something.
But Israel got those reparations, right? Israel received over $1 billion from Germany, right?
Right, and Poland also got reparations, very high numbers in 2000 for the slave workers at that time. Of course, Poland has borne the brunt of German occupation, and Germany is morally responsible for that, and we are standing up to that responsibility. For example, just recently, we opened up the first provisional monument for the Polish victims of World War II. So we are facing up with this, and the German Bundestag is discussing very soon, I believe, about more things in that nature. So humanitarian gestures in the future will still be possible, will always be possible. But the question of legal reparations is closed, and it doesn't make any sense to continue to try to work on this, because we're facing now a real challenge from the East. We need to stick together. We need to together in order to address this issue, in order to address this challenge. And everything that keeps us from there is, I think, misplaced.
So then, sir, in this context, then how do you see the right balance between remembrance and forward-looking cooperation?
I think that, for example, Germany's contribution to the defense of Poland, for example, in delivering Patriot air defense systems, for example. Germany is participating in air policing over the Baltic states and Poland as well. So there is a lot going on, and I think very often people just don't know that is happening. And it's very important, because side by side we are doing this, and we're doing this very concretely. And this also, costs money. I mean, this is if you want a financial contribution to Poland's security today. And that is, I think, very, very important.
All right. Now, sir, there's been concern in Poland over, of course, Germany's initial reluctance to provide a military aid to Ukraine initially. Do you think that's affected Germany's credibility in the region? And is there anything, in your view, that's being done to repair that perception?
I think in the beginning of the war, Germany did not do as much as it should have done. But now Germany is by far the biggest European contributor to the security of Ukraine. We are delivering everything from tanks to air defense systems, and really making a big contribution to the defense of Ukraine. And also economically and financially, Germany is contributing very much so. Yes, we have made mistakes in the past, and that may have cost credibility, yes, but we are now on a totally different path forward, especially with the new government, and I think that is the right way to do it. Ukraine is defending our common values, and Ukraine is defending our common interests. So we have to make sure that we support this country as much as we can.
Thank you so much, Rolf Nikel, former German ambassador to Poland, for being with us here this evening. Thanks for all your input.
Thank you very much.
And that's all for this edition of World News Tonight here on TVP World. I'm Diana Skaya. Thanks for watching, but don't go away. Stay with us for more news, features, and exclusive commentary.